I think it's been about 3 years since I did a game room tour, and there's been a few updates. I got rid of some stuff, I've added some stuff. So let's take a look at the 1980s Gamer game room right now. So first I'm trying to get like an overall view of everything all at once so you can see it all in one shot. This is everything that I have in my collection. Well, there's a few more things in the basement that I have, but this is about 90% of it. Now let's go into a little more detail. I'm gonna start down here in this case. So I got this at Goodwill. I actually did a video on it. I think it was $10. I think it was like an old wine case or something. I don't know. But I turned it into a game case. I cleaned it up when I brought it home, and it turned out really nice. I got some NES games in here that I don't really play very often. That's why are in this case. And then I got some Super Nintendo, a couple more NES. Then I have some N64 and some PlayStation games. Above the wine case, I have this Frogger game, which I just kind of use as a bookend, but it's actually kind of fun. I got that at the garage sale for like $5. I have some PS4 games. I have 5 PS4 games. The only thing is that 2 of them are actually sealed, so I don't even play them. I only have 3 games actually playing on PS4, but I have a whole bunch of digital games too. These are a bunch of PS2 games I got at a garage sales and stuff over the years. And these are like extra ones because I didn't have enough room down there, so I just started putting them over here. Then on top of that, I have some PS3 games too. I think there's only PS3 games that I still have in my collection that are physical. And above the PS3 collection is this little Nintendo statue I got. I really love this. Down here, all my PlayStation 2 games. I got a lot of the classics. I got all the GTAs, Metal Gear Solids. I got the Simpsons Hit and Run, Jak and Daxter, NBA Street, which is awesome. I got SSX Tricky, the Gran Turismo games, and Hot Shots Golf I love. And yeah, that's all my PS2 games. Above my PS2 games, I got some miscellaneous stuff like my Game Genie for my Game Boy. I got this Tetris thing that was from McDonald's in China. I had to import it from China just to get it, but it's pretty cool. Then on this shelf, I got the Game Boy printer and some N64 stuff. Above that, I have some more N64 collection, which I don't know if I'm going to show every single game, but you can see Donkey Kong 64 right there. And then this is Famicom Disk System games. Okay, going to the left, I got all these portables. You know, I got DSi, I got PSP, I got the 2DS, I got 3DS, DS Lite. I don't know if I'm going to go over every single one of them, but you can see here, there's a 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL, the 2DS XL, I got the DS, the DS Lite, and then which one is this? Oh yeah, that's the DSi XL, which is actually really good. And above that, I got even more portables. This is a modded Game Boy. I got the GBA SPs, Game Boy Advance, 5 different Game Boy Pockets, and then 2 Game Boy Colors. To the right of that is all my Famicom games, which I don't really play anymore, but I still have them in my collection. Looks like there's about 20 or 25 of them. And above that is my GameCube collection. I got the Wavebird, I got the Game Boy Player, I got a bunch of classic, probably like the top GameCube games. Well, I'm missing a few, but you could just look at this collection and see. I got Mario Kart Double Dash, Animal Crossing, I got Wave Race Blue Storm, Metroid Prime. I got all the classics on GameCube over here. Above my GameCube games, I have a bunch of Game Boy games. I got some of the Pokemons like Gold. I got Blue. And then I have the Pikachu one. I got some Game Boy Color games in here. I got my Game Boy camera right there. And then here, this is kind of cool. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. It's like a pink Game Boy game. It has like a special tilt thing in it. And to the right of that is this case. It has a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. It has like some PlayStation memory cards in it. It has a bunch of Game Boy Advance games in it. That thing is filled with Game Boy Advance in the bottom. And then there's some Nintendo DS and batters and stuff like that. Above that is my N64 collection. I'm not going to go over every single game, but I do have some good ones. I got Mario 64. I got Ocarina of Time. And I also love Dreamcast. I got some Dreamcast games to the left of it. So you can see which games I have. I got Daytona. That's one of my favorites. Virtua Tennis and Crazy Taxi are also really fun. And above that are all my PlayStation 1 games. I got some classics on there too. I got Final Fantasy, Rival Schools, that's a good one. Metal Gear Solid, that's probably one of the best games in the system. You can just kind of look through all my games here. I got Driver, that's good with tutorials like impossible. I got Tetris Plus, the fun puzzle game. What else do I have? I got Ridge Racer, Type 4, Tekken 2, I think I have Tekken 3 also. Gran Turismo, both Gran Turismos, and then the Legend of Dragoon. Above my PlayStation is just a bunch of random stuff mostly. I got like some Uno games. I got some Lego stuff, some Game & Watches up here and up here. Then here's some more Game & Watches. Here's all the Lego stuff I have. I got the NES Lego. I got the Yoshi Mario Kart one, and then I got the Mario and Luigi. And I also have the NES controller back there. A couple really fun books I got from back in the day. Tips and tricks for Zelda and how to win a Super Mario Brothers. Above that is a Neo Geo Classic that actually has a screen. I got the NES Classic box. A couple of Nintendo Power things up there. The PC Engine, and this cool Mario figure, and then just this random Game Boy bubblegum thing from the 90s. Above that, yeah, it goes even higher. There's my Game Boy Complete in box, and then I got 3 extra Game Boys, the original one. Then I think in there, I'm not sure if there's anything in there, but it's just like a Game Boy case. And while we're up here, let's talk about my Complete in the Box PlayStation, my newly added Power Glove. I got, okay, this is interesting over here. I got the NES, Super Nintendo, then I got the N64, then I got the GameCube, so you see the theme, I'm going in order. Then I got the Wii, then I got the Wii U, And then I got the Switch too right here. I don't have a Switch on this area, but you get the idea here. I got my 3 YouTube awards up here. I got my gold one from 1980s Gamer, my silver one from more 1980s Gamer, and my silver one from 1980s Gamer. Let's work our way over here where I just added this new shelf about a week or 2 ago, and I display some stuff on it. So I got the Marios up here. I got the Kirby Amiibo. I got the Switch 2 box. I recently got this PS Vita box. I really love this GBA SP. It's the NES edition. Got a Game Boy that's modded with the nice screen. Some sealed games over here. Got my Mario Gaming Watch. And down here I got this GBA SP, which is my favorite console in the box. This really rare Super Nintendo 3DS. Then I got the DS Lite over here. It's a Pokemon edition. And then this NES edition World Championship game. It's not a real game, but it's just like a display piece. Oh, and I also added a bunch of these posters. You see these posters back behind all this stuff? They're just from Nintendo Power. So I added all these posters back there just to make the room look cooler. Including this one, which I actually framed. That's for Donkey Kong Country. This is kind of like my little Zelda area. I just got like some random stuff. I got like this GBA SP that's like Zelda themed. I got some Amiibo and this little Triforce game. There's a Super Mario 3 figure thing, and I got some coins. And let's keep going over here where I got a bunch of boxes, you know. I got my Switch box with the Zelda edition. I got 2DS, I got the GBA, DS, I got them all. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of stuff. I don't actually have a lot of consoles. I have a lot of the portable stuff. The DS Lite, the 3DS XL, the Sega Genesis, and then I got the 2 different Switch Lites down there. There was a while where I collected Amiibo, so I still have a bunch of them from my collection. I got most of like the main ones, the main characters from Nintendo. I got the Game Boy Micro. That's my only Game Boy Micro. It still works. And I got this really cool Luigi's Mansion figure. Now let's work our way down here to this shelf. This is where I have all my complete in-box Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. So again, I have all the classics. I got Zelda. I already showed you the Marios up there. But yeah, these are the other ones. I got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is awesome. I got Castlevania. Here's some more. These aren't quite as good, but they're still cool. Then I got some Game Boy, a lot of the Marios and the Zeldas, a couple more NES. And then I have my Super Nintendo stuff down here and some more Game Boy complete in box games down here. And when I say complete, I mean they have everything, the instructions, the game, and everything. Now let's take a look at my NES games. This is probably my biggest collection that I have because, you know, I love NES. I grew up with this system. I think I have like 60 or 70 games for the NES. Of course, I got all the Marios, I got the Zeldas, and all the classics. I got, you know, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, stuff like that. So yeah, this is my NES collection. Then below that, I'd have my DS collection. These are all my DS games right here. And my 3DS collection, which is right here. There's a lot of Pokemon right there. I got the new Super Mario Bros. 2. That's one of my favorites. Underneath of that, I have a bunch of Super Nintendo games, which I don't play that much anymore, but I really like this shelf. This is like my favorite games on this shelf. These are some other ones that I play once in a while, but not very often. Then here are some more Super Nintendo games. I got the the Super Game Boy. Then I also have a few Genesis games that are complete in the box, including, of course, all 3 Sonics. And I also have Turtles Hyperstone Heist, which is kind of rare. Moving down here, we have some more miscellaneous stuff. I got some PSP and Vita stuff. Then I have like some random Genesis games. This is my Switch collection. You notice I don't have any Switch 2 games yet. I mean, there's only 4 in existence that are exclusive. But this is all my Switch games. I did make some room for Switch 2, so once I get like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm going to put it, you know, probably right here. And then the next few Switch 2 games I'll put right there. But this is going to be like all my Switch shelf. Then underneath of that is my Wii and Wii U. So I got a Wii U over here, not that many games because it wasn't that popular of a console. And then here's all my Wii stuff. You see I got 2 New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and then I got a bunch of other games. And then when you look at this shelf, these are all my consoles. I use these a lot in my videos and stuff like that. I got Genesis, Dreamcast, you know, I got NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, I got GameCube, Wii, placed both PS2s, the Slim and the regular one. I got some books over there. And this is my setup I've been using lately for when I film stuff. So I got my little TV over here with my 1980s Gamer thing on it. Then I got this Retron 3, which, you know, I just put all my games on this just to make it easy. Because you got the 901, you got the EverDrive. Then I just load up any game I want. But yeah, that's my game room tour, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You see it's grown a little bit. And I don't know if I'm going to be adding to it anymore. I just don't know if I have much more room, honestly. I'd have to like start putting shelves up there and stuff. It might get kind of weird, so I might just keep it all in this corner. Maybe I'll get rid of some stuff if I want to add. I don't know. So, but this is it for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.